Hi, everyone. This is Grace. Welcome back to my channel, The Light Bringer. Anyway, well, I'm hoping that you are all in a good space in your life. And I'm drawn to do another reading. This is going to be about relationship, romantic love relationship, but it's focusing more on your side of the fence, I should say. I'm gonna be doing Celtic reading, Celtic setup, and this is gonna be general. So take what resonates, drop that's not. It's for others to hear. So I guess let me put crooked. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's start shuffling and see what is going on in your inner world regarding your, that's a lousy shuffle, in your in your inner world when it comes to relationship. I really admire those tarot readers who really can shuffle. I'm still practicing. This is how I shuffle my card. This is it. This is how I do it. It's easy, less complicated. Okay. All right. So what this group, my audience, needs to know about about their love, about their inner world when it comes to love, relationship, single life, anything anything that they need to know. What do they need to know that will somehow bring some enlightenment to their situation? Okay. So I'm only taking upright and reverse. No sideways, team. No sideways. What is the main energy in your inner world? What's the challenge or the obstacle? What's influencing situation? Only one, please, my team. Only one. Please, only one. Only one. Nope. How are you guys doing? Anything exciting? There's nothing exciting going on. That's why I'm here. I'm probably gonna be watching some movies later, but I want to do this. Come on, team. I only need one. The most important one. What's going on? What's influencing or the most aware? Okay, thank you. What's the root? What is subconscious? Oops! I dropped a card. 1 second. Found it. Okay. Alright, what's the root or the subconscious? Thank you. What's past energy? Past energy, please. Past. Ooh. This energy. Alright, I'll take the 3 of Pentacles because that's the only one that is upright, and I'm only taking one anyway. What's the future of the situation? What's the future of the situation? Future. Past advice. What is the focus? Advice. Regards to the situation, please. That's why sometimes the shuffling takes forever. But if you want to skip, you could just skip the shuffling, okay? But if you want to see my hand, feel free. External influences, thank you. I'm gonna do this because I need space. Let me see how I'm gonna do that in a bit. What's the hopes and fear in regards to the situation? Hopes and fears. Thank you. And what's the outcome of the situation? What's the future outcome of the situation? What's the outcome? What's the outcome of the situation? What is the outcome of the spirit? Sooner or later, I'm gonna have arthritis on my hand. Thank you. Okay, at the bottom is the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So what is going on in your internal world or your inner world when it comes to love, relationship, single or in relationship? You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. When it's upright, this is like a lucky energy, as in lucky as lucky. And it feels like everything is going well, feeling good about the relationship, feeling good about yourself. You're in a beautiful cycle. But having this in reverse is telling me that you are not in those energies. You are going through a situation right now when it feels exhausting, it feels dragging, and feels unlucky, and it feels like maybe you're thinking that it's not going to work out. That is for the one with the relationship, and for the single one is feeling like you're not going to ever be lucky at all in finding your person or having that beautiful relationship. And that you will never ever get to that point for both energies, single or in relationship. And this is the challenge. This is the obstacle. You have the Seven of Wands. For people that in relationship, it's telling me that you are struggling in expressing your concerns and your desires to your partner. You might be feeling a little defensive about this situation, about, let's say, when you're having a fight, you're feeling a little defensive about it. You're not happy about it too. You feel like you're being attacked, or it feels like the situation, this whole thing is kind of going against you. But the main point is that there's a struggle that's leading you to feel unlucky. And for the single one, you are what's sort of hindering you and making you feel like you are not lucky in love or in finding that person is because you are in a protective energy. You are protecting your energy to the point that another person would see it as a wall. seeing it as a fence, saying like, hey, that person does not want to be known, or because I feel like they're not interesting to meet me, they're not interested to meet me or something, because you have your wall. People can sense energy from another person, really. And if you have that bitchy face, either you're a man or you're a woman, you have that bitchy face, who would approach you? Seriously. You know who's gonna approach you? The F boys or the F girls, because they don't care about the bitchy face as long as they can get under your pants. But if a person who wants to have a real relationship and looking for a real person that they can see and that they can see themselves to live with for the rest of their life and work as a partner, then they want to be with a person that has this energies of a welcoming energy, has a welcoming energy, not the bitchy face, not the bitchy energy. Because who wants to be with a person that's bitchy? Okay, I'm just saying. A person wants to be with somebody that they can be happy with, that they can get along with, that they can have less conflict with, and having a loving relationship. But if you have this protective mode, but I can't blame you too, my single. I've been single too for the rest of my life. I'm having a hard time finding my person too. But before, I was so protective of myself, and now I'm learning how to have that open energy, that welcoming energy, and I'm seeing the effect of it. And that's what I'm trying to say, that maybe if you open yourself up, and maybe then the person that might be a potential in your life will approach you. As far as the Six of Wands, I feel that you're not aware, both of the energies, the single and in relationship, you're not aware that you could turn this around. You feel like you cannot turn it around, but the fact is you can turn it around on your favor. This is victory. This is triumph energy. This is pursuing what you want to happen. And if you want to have a happy relationship, then you can do it. It's just a matter of how you're going to attain that goal, how you're going to reach that, both for single and in relationship. But this is present in here. There is this potential for success if you only know what could that be that will lead you to that goal of yours, which is a successful, loving relationship. Right now, what's going on is in your head, you have it, the Knight of Swords. That's the awareness. That's the conscious awareness. That's thing that's going on in your head. And having the Knight of Swords in reverse here is really not going to do you any well for both singles and in relationship, because this is about not taking any action. Talking about the one in relationship, this is not about communicating, and that's what I'm trying to say here, is that you're having a hard time to express your concern about your relationship that is not going that well to your person, because maybe you're having fear, or maybe you don't have the confidence to face it because you don't know the result if you actually address the problem. You might be afraid that you're going to lose your person if you actually express it, but that's from fear. Sorry, I have to drink something. I'm just gonna start coughing. But that could be based on fear. There's some people that are quiet in the relationship because maybe they don't have the confidence and the power and the strength to actually say something because they feel like their partner is more powerful than them, and they don't feel that powerful. You don't feel powerful. Sometimes some people, they don't talk about the problem because they don't want conflict. They're avoiding fight. They're avoiding conflict. And sometimes people don't communicate their concerns is because they're already feeling defensive inside. And for my single, having the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is the talk that you're doing in your head. You are downplaying yourself. You are doing this negative Nancy kind of setup mind. You're doing this. You're talking down about you're talking down yourself. You are sort of looking at yourself in a small, you're looking at just, how am I going to say? What's the word I'm trying to say? I'm not saying you're demeaning yourself. It's you feel small. You don't have this radiating, big, proud, confident energy. Having the Knight of Swords in reverse. That is what's going on in your head. That's sort of making you feel like you're not going to be lucky in love, that you're never going to find anybody. That's why here you are protecting yourself. In the past, for both single and in relationship, it's really hard for you to you've gone through relationship that it did not do well. Let's talk about with relationship. It's really hard to build that relationship that has a good flow, that really has a lot of teamwork. It's really hard to find somebody that you can really have a beautiful teamwork with, that you can get along with, that you can build your life with. It's really hard. And maybe then in the past, there's a lot of people that's meddling in your relationship, that's interrupting your relationship, that's kind of going and poking their own nose in your business, that's causing this chaos in your past relationship. Or it could be in the past, your relationship with this person is not going well because of all those potential factors that I just mentioned. You and your person are having a hard time building this foundation because there's already a little bit of a disconnect energy and not a lot of teamwork. Now, for single, you have gone through some dates that just did not go well. You could not find your match. You could not find somebody you get along with. And maybe these people that you've dated in the past are also not up for a relationship. They're not ready to commit themselves. They just want to play that playgirl and playboy kind of energy, And maybe that's why you got burnt, because of all that experiences, which is same for mine. I know how it feels. I can relate to that. That's what I've gone through in the past. But what you're not seeing is that there is a potential for change with the Ace of Wands in reverse. For people that is in relationship, there is a potential to rebuild this relationship that you have with the person. Because there is this Six of Wands in here. This is victory. This is success. So I'm saying that there is a potential to remodel this relationship, to renovate this relationship as if it's in a house, to bring this fresh outlook or fresh way of seeing things. There is this potential. It's around the corner. It's just a matter of doing something about it. And one thing that you can one thing that you can do is to actually make this Knight of Swords in a pride position. This is about having the ability to communicate your concerns, having the ability to express your thoughts and your feelings. This is about someone who's taking action. The goal and action in a way like, oh, I'm gonna communicate my concerns because I want this person to know it's bothering me, it's affecting our relationship. I want to work it out. I want to fix this. Let me talk. Let me initiate the conversation. That could be it, and that might have the potential to make it, oh, just by talking to my partner, that actually works out because now I know how this person feels. Now I can express myself. It's no longer, I got that weight out of my chest. And then there's a time when you and your partner's gonna start talking about it just by expressing and by initiating a conversation. And for the single, there is the potential of this possible exciting and loving relationship in the future, but it's gonna require you to take the action. And that action is to really change the mindset. Change your mindset. Stop belittling yourself. Stop negative talking yourself. Stop feeling small. And stop feeling like you're never gonna ever be lucky. Because you have to feel and embrace the energy of, yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's there. It's available. There's somebody for me. You are attracting that energy. But if you're already telling yourself that you're never gonna find anybody, but that's already telling the universe that you're kaput. You're done. You're over. So how are you gonna find somebody? By having that kind of mindset. So change your mindset, because it can happen. There is this potential. And you have to bring out that charm within you, your beauty, and having that confidence will bring out this radiance in you that people can read as a beautiful energy, and people is going to start approaching you because you don't have that wall around you. Because you are opening your heart to the possibility. You're not shutting it down. You're not in a pessimistic energy, but in an optimistic energy. So you are attracting optimistic people, positive people. And that's what the advice here with the Queen of Swords. This is the advice. This is what needs to be done. Learn how to communicate and learn how to have a balance, a mental balance, a balance in the mindset. Not when you have a balanced mindset. Okay, you are thinking more in a positive way. You have a positive thought. You have a good way of reasoning things. And you know how to be true to yourself. Because sword is truth. When you know what is important to you, when you know what matters to you, when you know what's actually the problem, when you know what needs to be done and actually do it and express it and embodying it, it would help this whole situation for both single and in relationship. When you also know how to cut bullshit, yes, the universe is telling you to cut the bullshit for both single and in relationship. For the one in relationship, cut the bullshit. Be straightforward. Stop running around and stop running away from what needs to be tackled, to be discussed. The only way your relationship is going to progress if you are honest to each other, if you are honest to your person and honest to yourself. Same thing for the single. You got to know what's true to you. You got to know what matters to you. You got to know your importance, especially you got to know you got to know who you really are. You have to be authentic enough to attract an authentic person, a trusting person, a true person. With these Two of Wands as the external influences, we'll start with the relationship energy or group. First thing that crossed my mind, and it might not be the exact meaning, but that it crossed my mind, is that you can easily be distracted by the opinion of others. Because this is an indecision energy. This is about making choices. Okay? This is about your surrounding energy. So there's people around you that can make you confused. That can make you question yourself. That can make you doubt your feeling. And it's the same also to the single ones. There's people around you that can confuse you easily. And that's why you don't want to make a decision. You don't want to pursue what you think is right for you, because maybe you're doubting it because people are saying this and this and that. To them, maybe that works, but for you, it might not work, because we are all different people. We are not the same. As far as application of advices and opinion, it might be different. Maybe yes, sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not. It depends. So kind of watch for that. Pay attention to those people that might not have a good intention, and pay to what they're saying, that maybe also not just the negative factor of this or negative influences, but the surrounding area or the people around you may have been giving you good advice, but you are the one who's like in a defense, in a confusing situation. You are not listening because maybe you're also being a hard-headed person. You don't want to listen because there's so much worries that's already going inside you that it's hard for you to appreciate a really good advice. Maybe you should start listening to these people that make sense. Maybe you start listening to these people that really has an experience of what they're talking about. What you're hoping for is to be happy with the King of Cups. For the single one, you just want to be loved. You just want to find that person that's going to love you and be honest with you, who's going to appreciate you, who's going to just share their heart to you. That's what you want. You want somebody to love you. And for the one that has a relationship, you just want to have a loving relationship where there is a good flow of emotion, that there is no fear about communicating your concern. You're hoping for that your person would love you back. You're hoping for your person to reciprocate the feelings. You're hoping for your person to understand if ever you are going to be relaying these issues, that your person's going to understand and still love you. That's what you're hoping for. But you're also fearing that this person is gonna gone cold with you. That's gonna be cold with you once you express your feeling, because the King of Cups, when they are in their Shadow self, they pull their energy back. They stay quiet. They don't express their emotion. They keep it to themselves. And that's what you're fearing, that if you open up yourself and concerned that that's going to happen. But who knows? For the single one, you're afraid that if you open your heart, that you're going to be feeling so naked and so vulnerable that you're going to pull your energy back. Or you're fearing that you're never ever going to find your person that's going to love you. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about. It's not feeling lucky, that you're never going to find the love of your life. But as far as the outcome, we have the Six of Pentacles. What I've noticed, this, I don't know what do you call this, the balance. This is justice. Okay. This is bringing balance. This is fairness. So as far as the outcome, this is what I'm going to say. This is possible. Let's talk about the single first. If you learn how to gain your confidence back again, if you learn how to change your mindset from negative to positive, if you learn how to put yourself out there without closing your heart, and also removing your and stop being protective of yourself. You know, I mean, you have to be protective of yourself, but you have to do it in a sense that, in a way that it makes sense. Because if you really shut yourself totally, put this door, this cover, you're not gonna meet your person. So you have to slightly open that door and open that thing so they can see you, so they can notice you. By doing all that, by thinking that you can be triumphant and victorious about this, having that saying like, oh, I believe that I'm gonna find my person. I'm a valuable person. I can do this. I can love a person. I'm looking for somebody that I can match with when it comes to ideals and feelings and so on and so on. Then, and being true to yourself, this is a potential outcome. Finding somebody that can match you. Finding somebody that can meet you. And for the one with the relationship, yes, if you start talking, because this is the main thing here. This Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they are about communication, about sharing your thoughts, feelings, concerns. Then the outcome is that your partner is gonna reciprocate what you're seeking. You want answer, your person is gonna answer. That's gonna bring balance to your relationship. If it's about expressing yourself to your person, and finally your person is gonna know the problem, then your person is gonna give back to you by bringing that balance into your relationship. It's about communication, and that is a biggie for people that are in relationship. Communication. It's like buying a house. It's about location. In relationship, it's about communication. For the single one, is sort of about communication, but this is about being authentic to yourself, being true to yourself, being honest with yourself, be able to communicate, able to talk, able to express with no fear. Well, there's always a little fear, but don't let that fear stop you. You want to find your person? Then be brave. Then the universe will reciprocate your requests. Yes. So this is your reading. I'm hoping this is going to be able to, I hope that this reading will give you some light. I thank you so much and have a good night. Bye. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I really, really, really would really great appreciate it. I have 2 subscribers, right? I hope you'll be the third. Okay, bye. Love and light.